These salcs can be derived through two possible ways. One is by simple method in which you should know the reducible representation. So for which we'll just try to understand. Now the water, I'm going to label the two bonds which is under consideration as B1 and B2, and this on undergoing the different symmetry operations, like what is going to happen on E, my both the bonds are going to be unshifted, and I am going to have the water molecule as such with the both the bonds unshifted. Okay, so number of unshifted atoms NuA is 2, so 2 unshifted bonds, and on C2 both the bonds get shifted, so B2 comes here and B1 comes here, so number of unshifted atoms is equal to 0, and sigma xz, the number of unshifted atoms is, it's going to be the molecular plane or the horizontal plane in which I'm not going to have any bonds unshifted. So the number of unshifted or bonds, let me call it as bonds, that will be more appropriate because we are looking into the bonds. Now the number of unshifted bonds is equal to 2. So the number of unshifted bonds is equal to 2. So now if I am going to frame a reducible representation by using this one, so it's going to be E C2Z, and one more operation I forgot, sigma YZ, and this is going to have the number of B2 is going to come here and B1 is going to come here, so the number of unshifted atoms, unshifted bonds is equal to 0. So sigma xz and sigma yz, now it's going to be 2, 0, 2 and 0. This, by using the reduction formula, what we get? We'll get gamma reducible is equal to A1 plus B1. So this is the reducible representation. So the A1 stands for the symmetric stretching mode. So the symmetric stretching mode is going to have the bonds like this. B1 is going to be like this and B2 is going to be uniformly stretched. So this can be represented as B1 plus B2. So the wave function that is pertaining to A1 symmetry will be of the form, the salc pertaining to A1 symmetry will be of the form B1 plus B2. Now on normalization. So what is normalization? You have to normalize. For example, normalization is done for a vector, for any wave function which is of the form C2 phi 2. Normalization is done by the normalization constant is nothing but 1 by square root of C1 squared plus C2 squared. So this is what is a normalization formula. So here the coefficients both are 1. So the normalization will be 1 by square root of 1 square plus 1 square into B1 plus B2. So it's going to be 1 by root 2 into B1 plus B2. So this is what is normalized salc of water molecule. Now another salc, you need to derive the salc. Phi of B1. So this belongs to asymmetric stretching in which you have bond compression at one point and bond elongation at another point. So the wave function phi B1 is of the form B1 minus B2. So after normalization, the same way, you have to follow the same formula for normalization. So you will get B1 minus 2. So these are the two normalized salts for water molecules. So this is by the easy method. Another method is projection operator method, in which you have a projection operator formula which you can denote as phi I is equal to sigma j into phi I of r into gamma j, where j is the basis center. Okay. So now by using this formula, we are going to find out the salt for the water molecule. So in which you need to first of all understand what is the character table we need to know. C2B, E, C2Z, sigma XZ, sigma YZ. Now I have A1, A2, E1, and I know the character table to be like this. So now my basis function with the B1 as my point of concern is, when I am looking into B1, what is happening on E, my B1 is remaining as B1. During C2, my B1 becomes B2. During sigma XZ, my B1 is B1. During sigma YZ, my B1 becomes B2. Okay, so this is how my B1 basis changes. Now, my salt corresponding to A1 symmetry will be, okay, so my salt corresponding to A1 symmetry will be B1 into 1, that is B1. I have to multiply this with the characters of A1, okay, and then B2 into 1, that is B2. B1 into 1, that is B1, and B2 into 1, that is B2. So the total is nothing but, if I am going to write the total separately here, so it will be 2B1 plus 2B2. And the salt corresponding to A2 symmetry will be now B1, B2. Now I have to multiply this with the characters of A2. So it is minus B1 minus B2. So you can see that B1 minus B1 gets cancelled, B2 minus B2 gets cancelled, so it is 0. Okay, so the next one is phi of B1. It is B1 minus B1, B2, B1 and minus B2. So on total it will be 2B1 minus 2B2. And finally phi of B2 is equal to B1 minus B2 minus B1 plus B2. So you get 0. So finally what you get is phi of A1 is equal to is equal to 2 of B1, 2B1 plus 2B2. Now on normalization, my thing will be So what are the coefficients? C1 and C2 are 2. So I'll be getting 2 into B1 plus B2 divided by square root of 2 squared plus 2 squared. So it is 4 plus 4, 8. So which I can take as 2 into B1 plus B2 divided by 2 root 2. So I can strike out both. So I can get this as the wave function. Similarly, my phi V1 will be of the form 1 by square root of 2 B1 minus B2. So we have derived the two salts of water molecule by both the methods. Both the simple method in which you know the irreducible representations and for the bond vectors, and the another method in which you derive the salts by using the projection formula.